Time slips like sand through my busted ends. Good old days buried in this land. Pretend rockets blasting off the ground. Now we're stuck here, nowhere bound. We built dreams from scraps in the yard. Blast rockets, Mars, never felt so far. Now the weight pulls heavy like chains. This world just keeps us in the same lanes. We built dreams from scraps in the yard. Blast rockets, Mars, never felt so far. Now the weight pulls heavy like chains. This world just keeps us in the same lane. Wish we could turn back time, to when the stars were ours to climb. Rocket ships to Mars, escape this grind. Now we're nowhere lost in our minds. Cardboard helmets, we ruled the skies. Cosmic kingdom seen through kid eyes. Now the bills stack high like a wall. Dreams crumble, can't find them at all. What happened to the fire we had? When did the laughter turn to sad? The universe shrank to a screen glow. Wish we could go back, but we don't know. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days, where the sky wasn't heavy and we ran through the haze. Built rockets from scraps, blasted off to the stars. Now we're chained to the earth and our dreams are in jars. Cardboard helmets, we ruled the skies. Cosmic kingdom seen through kid eyes. Now the bills stack high like a wall. Dreams crumble, can't find them at all. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days, where the sky wasn't heavy and we ran through the haze. Built rockets from scraps, blasted off to the stars. Now we're chained to the earth and our dreams are in jars. Now we're chained to the earth and our dreams are in jars. Plastics open, can't grip the past. Dreams of rocket ships, they fade too fast. We were kings of dirt castles, warriors of dust. Now we just rust in the grind we trust. No rewind, nothing can grip the past. Dreams of rocket ships, they fade too fast. We were kings of dirt castles, warriors of dust. Now we just rust in the grind we trust. Plastics open, candles fun in the yard. Hearts wide open, life wasn't so hard. Now we're ghosts in the machine, ticking clocks. Wishing for escape, but we're caught in the lock. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days, where the sky wasn't heavy and we ran through the haze. Built rockets from scraps, blasted off to the stars. Now we're chained to the earth and our dreams are in jars. No rewind, no fast forward, just a pause. But the world keeps spinning with its flaws. Times of peace that we can never fight, so we dream of the days when the stars felt right. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days, where the sky wasn't heavy and we ran through the haze. Built rockets from scraps, blasted off to the stars. Now we're chained to the earth and our dreams are in jars.
All right. We made it. Hi, everybody.
Greetings from South Carolina.
Hey, Chucky.
I did my part.
Awesome. Okay. Welcome, everybody, to this wonderful show of awesomeness. It's good of you guys to come here. Hopefully, you guys kept your arms in during the intro. Nobody got injured. Anyways, hi, Freeside. Hi, everyone in chat. Anywho, so welcome to this Thursday. We've already lost Snarky. That was unexpected.
Handle it.
I think she's back. I think so. Hey, Tracy. And Snarky's back. That was really cool, Snarky. Thanks for letting us know that you have button control. She was so excited about it. Oh my god. What was all that?
I don't know.
What was that? What is that?
I don't know. Apparently
Maybe the aliens got Dan.
He's muted, so I don't know how that's possible.
No, these bastards are still sitting up here hovering in the air with a little round ship looking all stupid. Oh, they can't find Tim. They want to do an anal probe on somebody and they got the wrong state.
Yeah, but they got the information.
Yeah, they were waiting for me to get the probes out so we could fly back to your ship.
Oh, they gonna mess with me, big boy. They're gonna have to get them a bigger probe right there, you know.
I don't want to know
They got a
about
We
it.
knew
lot.
that you have a big game over.
I'm
They got a
not
lot
sure
to
that
cover. They
had
got
the
to
effect you wanted it to, Dan. I don't
Hey,
think
Um,
that.
anyways,
they got me probing me. They're going to get a big old giant probe, you know. Everything I got's in large size and shit. I ain't got no
Oh my God.
I ain't got no goddamn little kitty parts.
Oh my God.
No little kitty parts like Tim.
Yeah, well, see, Dan, you just
okay.
have, we're going to have a bird of prey fly up Uranus.
I don't want to know about any more of this conversation. I'm letting you guys know this has been too much.
This is a family reunion. Let the rivalry end, boys.
Also, I'm
Well,
just
look at it
now.
this way. We've gotten to the end of the subject.
Well, yeah, and it's really big apparently.
Really big and cavernous, apparently.
Just ginormous. Listen, I'm not sure that we should have heard any of that.
I think we let
Anyways,
it
I
all
really,
gas out.
there's
We're fine.
there's always just a percentage of that didn't work. Whenever you
Yeah.
got a free flow, no sensor between the brain and mouth kind of thing going on, like me and Dan.
Well,
Sometimes it
anyways,
just don't sit right.
that was just really fun. Everybody, now you know Dan said so.
Well, if you
There
think,
you
let me say this: if you think Andre the Giant's got the same size asshole as Ric Flair, you in the wrong business.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna say: is that the sphincters that we have in our body, we have multiple sphincters in our body, and tighten up. Like that. So
I know, Snarky. Every time I look at you, you make my sphincter tingle.
I'm
go.
so glad.
Even knowing where to go. Okay. Anyway, so
I know what a big deal that is.
I think this is a split decision.
Well, anyways,
Hey,
yeah,
I'm
Shangy,
done
we
with this
see
whole
you.
conversation.
You were barely in it. And
I
that's
know.
the wisest, smartest thing I ever did see you do.
yeah. There you go. Yeah. So, listen, I don't know where to go with that at all.
That's when we segue to it's a family reunion.
Yes,
Yeah. Now I know
totally
too
natural
much.
segue.
Yeah.
Sarah?
I know too much now. Yeah.
Sarah, you're supposed to read the comment from Shangy Girl.
I did. I just responded to it. I did. I said hi
Right.
and thank you. I did. I did.
And
Okay.
hi, brother. Hi, Esmeralda. Hi, Freeside. Hi, everybody else is here.
Yes.
And
Hello, everybody.
No worries.
former panelists, Stupid Humans, and former panelist Freeside as well. Dang it, Freeside, I didn't send you the link to that video.
And Shaggy used to come around our stuff too. So yeah, lots of people. I mean, like Shaggy Girl there, she was the first channel I ever went live on. There you go.
Ooh, neat. Yeah, that's cool.
Somewhere out there, there is a me over there. It was awesome. I didn't know what I was doing, and here I am today, still not knowing what I'm doing. Yeah, it's awesome. Recommend 10 out of 10.
Absolutely, always something fun going on, and and just the lightest, most precious, giggly heart I've ever met. What the hell? Okay. Y'all can stop that anytime.
Okay. Snarky had made a video that she wanted us to see. Now, I had to watch it, just put it up here. But I vaguely remember it at all, swear. Anyways, it's not about peanuts. I know. It's a shocker. Oh, also I'm in the wrong spot. Now somebody's drowning in a bag of Doritos.
Just Tracy's
a lot of static.
Well,
I'm pretty sure it's Doritos.
At me. Oh, good God.
Oh, she's not Doritos. That's cute.
Yeah, her name's Chloe.
Hi, Chloe. You're not Doritos, so I won't eat you.
She's my follower.
He's your follower. There you go.
Sorry
Oh,
about
sorry,
the book.
Snarky, now
Hold
you're
on.
parental advisory.
There she is,
All
all
right.
over.
Oh, she's a cutie. Is
Thanks.
she older? She looks older.
Yeah, she is. She's about 14 or 15 years old.
Sweet gray face.
Dang. Yeah. All right.
Got
Snarky
that
made
face
How
that
you
this.
says,
doing?
hug me.
Oh, Snarky, so cute.
Okay, so we're gonna do this instead. Here we go. We're gonna put this pussy on camera, right?
She walked off already. They all
Oh,
left. They think I'm
That's
going to go
not
let
who
them
we're
out
He
and
talking
feed
wasn't
them
about.
talking about the
again.
cat.
listen, I was slow putting pussy on camera. Please forgive me, everyone. Okay, Snarky made this.
Said Sarah, you're the poet in my heart. Never change, never stop. But now it's gone. It doesn't matter what for. But when you build your house, then call me home.
Cute.
Aw,
That's cool.
thanks.
That's
I appreciate
nice.
that. We'll all get a nice copyright claim
Very
for
cool,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a claim, but not a strike. So
Yeah,
hope, but
we
gosh
discussed
dangers.
it this morning. Yeah, we discussed it this morning. Oh my
But
god.
it was very cool, though.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
Thank
yeah.
you.
See,
Lots of
Snarky and
fun.
I have been doing some collab stuff, right? I've been making some. I made a 00 Sarah song, a 00 Snarky song. I made her do the videos. I collabed
Well, I
with
did the
everybody.
pictures. I made the pictures and she put them into the video
Whatever,
format.
she made the video. Anyway, so my point is if anybody else would like a 00 video, new song or whatever, let me know. Okay, I'll make
We
sure
can
it happens.
probably work it up.
Yeah, especially because I know Dan really wants to be something, but it has to be an animal form, okay? So whatever animal you'd like to be, it has to be that animal is what we're going to use to make the videos, because I don't want to get canceled for making people that the AI say is correct, but it is not. Okay, AI is trying to cancel me, and no, thank you, AI.
It sounds like
All
one of
right.
those random job interview questions. If you were an animal, what animal would you be?
Exactly.
The one
Otter.
that won't get me, the one that won't get me fired. Esmeralda says those are fun
I'm
videos,
leaning towards wolf.
Wolf?
I was thinking you should be more of
You
a
know, like
chihuahua.
I ain't got a little Red Riding Hood. I'm the big bad wolf. Woof, woof.
Like that song.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Riding
Jesus.
Oh, that- everybody knows that.
You're everything a
great.
big
You
bad
sure
wolf could
are
want.
looking good.
Yeah, stop that. Sorry.
Sorry,
Anyway.
Dan, I picture you as a chihuahua, a yippy chihuahua.
With a big
Sorry.
butt.
Well, mine's here, but she's not yippy. She's more like asleep.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, I drug my animals too. Wait, what? She's over here. She's over here going, and 7 pills for me, and 1 for you.
Your birds talk.
Look, Pickles says hello. She says Paulo, and nobody calls Paulo Paul except her. So she named her boy, or her man bird, Paul. So and we had like a lefty bird, and she was left-footed, right? And she came up with her own words and conversations and all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, Paulo, he makes noises.
Wow.
They're really annoying, like microwave beeping, telephone ringing, noises, right?
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. Andy, good to see you, brother. Yeah, the noises, right? Anyway, so they're obviously not in my room, obviously, because they just go over me, And even Geek is like, hey, it's really cool when you're not having them around when you're live. And I'm like, I know, right? It's awesome. I get Snarky.
I hadn't noticed. Yeah, exactly. I hadn't noticed. And like a couple days ago, I was like, you know what? You haven't had the birds in there while we were live in a long time. They were gone, and I didn't think of them. But
My
now I
ears aren't
realize,
hurting anymore.
holy crap!
Yeah, right. I kicked them out for every show. Since they had to be kicked out the day before. This morning, they got kicked out this morning before I went and had a shower and everything. Because if they knew I'm going to have a shower, then they're going to want to have a shower with me. Then it's more delays on top of delays because now it's 3 of us in the shower. Never about my showers, okay? But my point being is birds. I love them, but they don't want to behave. So they're out.
Nobody wants to behave. We just have to. Fuck.
Yeah, they don't even have to, apparently.
Well, the
Bird brains.
Hey, Indy.
I'm a bad.
Indy is also a former panel guest.
Mm-hmm.
I know I must be a bad guy because I just prefer my birds deep fried.
Well, see, my birds eat birds. Well, Giggles doesn't, but the rest of my birds eat birds, right? So that's good. We can all have a family meal. Family time.
Are your birds part vulture? What the hell?
No, they just know that they're tasty. So look, they're not. Listen,
I had a chicken for a minute, and I named him the chicken because we were going to eat him eventually, but we didn't get to eat him. But he was eating a rice and chicken dish out of my hand. I just put a little of it in my hand, and he ate. And my kids just flipped the fuck out. They were like, "That's chicken! You're making it a chicken! He's a chicken!" I was like, "Oh my fucking god, he doesn't know."
Just because he doesn't know, don't make it better, man. It don't make it better because he don't know. It really don't.
Well, anyways, so
it's like the Far Side cartoon with the cow and the barbecue. You're sick, Harold.
Mammals, we eat mammals. We're mammals. It's the same deal.
No, it's not. It's just way better.
Birds are not mammals.
Well, anyways, so my birds eat bird, right? Yeah, that's true.
Clarice, you taste really good tonight.
Yeah, and they'll eat it out of my mouth.
Yep. She's often got cock in her mouth.
Yeah, and I got naughty fingers.
We've got a place.
And Paulo smells like pickles a lot. I mean, hot dogs a lot too.
Yeah,
there is a place called there's a place called Badcock. They sold furniture here, and they call themselves Badcock. And then we have a place here called Goodwood, and I'm like, what the hell did I move to?
You moved to a place with good cock and wood. I mean, look,
I don't think there's any bad wood, really. Is there? I don't think so.
No, Morningwood's like some of my favorite kind of wood out there.
Oh,
I seem to remember something like that. It sounds lovely.
Anyways, Morningwood, everyone.
Just so you don't get a splinter.
Wow.
Be careful when
apparently
trying
some people around here has got a big old love for wood.
Well, yeah, I love wood. It's some of my favorite hard elements out there. It's an element,
consider made love to a tree.
I did not. I hugged it.
You tree hugging hippie.
I know I'm a tree hugger.
See, that's the thing is, I went outside. And everybody was like, "Yeah, you're going outside," and then I was like, "Yeah." Then I'm gonna hug a tree, and then I did, right? And what you know it? Now I'm forever gonna be a tree hugger. Wow. But I did hug the tree. It did have ants. I did survive. It was awesome. It was a pine tree.
Good.
Not a ponderosa pine because I was not in Bonanza Land. Okay. That sounds like a drug. And I was in Bonanza Land. Whoa. FDA recommends
like
you take
Bizarro
5
World.
Bonanza Lands. You take 5 Bonanza Lands, whatever. Anyways, and you'll be feeling great. Take all the Bonanza Lands you need. Bonanza Lands. Sticks. Wait.
Oh dear.
Something here. It tastes like fish sticks. My son says, I agreed.
That's in
They're
reference
eating,
to bluegills.
bluegill. Yeah.
Oh, wait, bluegills?
Yeah.
They are bony fish that are useless.
No, they're not. They're great fish. And you
They're
can
bony
flay 'em.
fish. I can't
Fish
flay
have
anything.
bones. What's your problem?
What?
Fish have bones. What's your problem?
I don't like bones. I just like morning wood, okay?
But you like wood, but you don't like bone. What the hell?
Right.
I just shared a picture. Put it on the screen. Of
Oh my
loving
gosh.
trees.
Oh, okay.
I think Bigfoot got to this tree.
Oh, well, anyways, let me find it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay.
I get them.
Oh my good lord.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the tree.
Appropriate.
It looks like it's bleeding.
Yeah,
That's what it looks like,
bleeding.
Tracy.
Yeah.
Bleeding.
You don't have to go any farther with me, Miss Snark.
I didn't. See how I
Oh.
didn't?
Well,
my.
anyways, so that's familiar to Dan there. Why he has to have some big probing issue. Anyways, listen, Geek, damn, your research is interesting. How quickly did you go to this? You're like, I know this glory hole, and then you went to it.
Oh, yeah.
I reveal nothing, but I have lots of pictures.
Yeah, I noticed you reveal nothing. Next time, I'm just going to make you do pictures. You just be in charge of the pictures next time. That'll work. Next time we do a sex tape show. I'm not asking you motherfuckers if you're kinky again. That just fell so flat.
Look, I'll even show up to that one. It'd be great.
Because it's fucking torture without you, baby.
How do you guys feel? I'm like, I can't hear any of this. I'm in the ER, and then I get hit by a car. I can't win.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and now I'm hit by a car. Everyone's like, so when are you getting home? I don't think I am.
It doesn't seem that I will tonight.
I'm assuming I'm dead. It's been nice knowing you all.
I'm not going to make it. Just carry on without me.
It's nice knowing you.
Yeah, pretty much. All right,
Nice.
let's stuff that glory hole there. I'm gonna just remove that. Anyways, all right. So,
Oh my God, I'm
Geek,
hurting.
any more family vacation photos you want to share?
Oh, yeah. Just give me a second. Hold on.
I need air.
No, air's for people who breathe. We don't breathe here. That's silly.
Unfortunately, I do.
I don't very much, but I try as hard as I can to breathe.
Well, that's true.
I
too.
once breathed. It was cool, I think.
I got another picture for you. Go for it.
Oh my God. Well, this is an interesting family photo.
Oh wow. That is
Yeah,
creepy
as you can
shit.
see, it's wood doing some what's called morning wood yoga. That is the bending of the butt. I don't know. And the other one there
Supine
is,
dog.
there you go.
I see it now.
Yeah. Anyways, what we have
That
here
licking tree is funny.
is tug in the morning. There you go. Oh, that sounds wrong. I
A
shouldn't have
tug
said
in the
tug.
morning. God damn it, that's a catchphrase. Right there.
Yeah.
What can I say? I love nature.
The nature of tugging is his favorite. I don't tug. Anyway, so
That must be sore.
there is morning wood. Look at Tracy's just like, that's just so.
It's a little too much.
Morning wood.
He's got the vapors.
So hard. My face is all red.
Yeah, I know, right? Geek has some amazing family
Tracy,
photos.
you do look like you're getting a little bit excited right there looking at all that wood.
Well, you know.
Well, who wouldn't be? I mean, that glory hole, that wood.
Bad girl.
It was,
You're a bad boy too.
that was amazing. Dude,
Like
you remember, you know what my favorite part of the whole thing was that. I will tell my grandkids that I have done and I will tell them the day that we saw this.
I got a
photos.
wood question for Tracy real quick.
Oh
Now,
no!
Tracy, here's a magic wood question for you real quick.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to a wizard, what kind of wizard do you prefer? A nerdy little wizard like Harry Potter with a tiny little wand, or a great big bearded wizard like Gandalf with a big old staff?
Well, you know, the bigger staff, the better.
That's what I always said.
Why need a microscope? To see
Yeah,
what-
I mean-
no baby carrot dicks here. I mean, baby carrot.
Y'all are talking about magic wands.
There you go. That's what I was
The
trying to
younger
say.
wizard myself.
Look. As far as wizards go, okay. Look, I would never. Gross. There, no. Ooh, they got knobby knees. They all have knobby knees. No.
What
Look at every Disney ever. Okay, every wizard has knobby knees. Would never.
Knobby knees isn't on any kind of list I've got for.
Well,
oh fuck no!
I got
Okay,
knobby knee
real quick,
list. Okay.
real quick, Sarah. Just be clear on something when you're talking about knobby kneed wizards in Disney, because the only Disney wizard I can think of is in a Mickey Mouse movie. So what wizard are you referring to in this proverbial Disney movie?
Okay, so anyways, it's a really old one. It's got the right Knights of the Round Table, you know.
The
It's
King Arthur one. I'm pretty sure I'm remembering him wearing that robe, and he pulls it up to run or something, and you can see his knees.
They're very
Belonging to
knobby.
Bermuda. Yeah,
Not
that's
me.
Merlin.
Yeah, he's got knobby knees.
Okay, that's a Disney movie.
Well, then don't date
it's a
Merlin
Disney
for
movie.
fuck's sake.
I would never date somebody with knobby knees. Obviously.
All I could say is this: if the bigger wizard looked like the guy or the actor who played in Hellboy, the first one, I went.
Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman.
I'm sorry, sir. Can you say that again?
The first one. His name Michael something. He was kind of handsome.
I thought Ron Perlman was the first Hellboy.
Ron Perlman was the first one.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking about the second one.
Oh, you're talking about David.
I
David Harbour.
actually had to Google The Sword and the Stone to find out what movie she was talking about. What a piece of garbage!
That's the one.
That's one of my favorite Disney movies, man.
No, that's not.
It was good.
The one with the fox playing Robin Hood's better.
Well, look, dude, I
All
love
of that
the
would
snake.
It's great too.
Yeah, I love the snake eyes there. You know, that's always one of my favorites. But I also like Jungle Book too. That was fun. But I prefer Jungle Juice over Jungle Book. It's just saying.
Jungle Juice.
Okay. What's Jungle Juice?
That's a phrase I haven't heard in a long time.
Well, anyways, it's a really good drink that you get in the urban jungles of urbanness.
Urban jungles? What?
Yeah, urban jungles of urbanness. Look it up.
Like MD.
Dan, Google whatever it was I said. Jungle Juice.
Something Blue Farm. Not very far.
Google what?
MD. Just look up
Jungle
MD.
Juice. Did you say a Humvee?
Mad Dog 2020?
Dude.
Okay,
No.
I googled a Hummer, but I don't think you want me to read this.
Well, I said Jungle Juice, not a Hummer. Wait, what?
Oh, Hummer.
Well, anyways.
It's a car.
And a blowjob. In case there was any spunky doubts. I said spunky. Okay. Hey, you know, there was a comment that I saw on Geek's page from somebody. Suck responsibly. And you know, it was really funny. Is somebody yelled at him for a thumbnail he had. It was the most funniest thing I've ever saw in my life. I was like,
I don't know why I subscribed to this channel, but I'm gonna quit because of this AI image on your thumbnail.
Oh, God.
yeah, I was like, oh my god, that's hilarious. I'm gonna go over to that channel and preemptively hide them just in case they find their way to mine.
Some people.
Myflock. Myflock. Myflock.
Anyways, yeah, that's how I feel that people feel about me, right? They won't stop thinking about me, so they're applying me to their head directly. I heard that it's great.
I can
That
think
is
of
good.
I can think of a couple of people you live all up in their heads.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I went on my way to make sure I didn't, and then I still do, and I'm not.
Oh, I'll go out of my way to make sure I stay there, motherfuckers.
Look, man, I just couldn't like. Oh yeah, these people exist. I forgot. Oh, they still love me. That's weird.
Aw.
Anyways,
No, they never loved you, Sarah.
that's true. Listen, there are people out there that are weird. But the moral of the story is
Congratulations.
AI
Nice to meet
thumbnails
you.
are just a make or break deal here. I mean, he's got attacked recently for the spunky comment, and then he's got attacked from AI thumbnail that
I'm just so problematic. I mean,
you
that's what it boils
are.
down
And
to.
not only that, I mean, I use that same thumbnail.
It's amazing
so
you
has
people are even
Pawns.
friends with me.
I know. I heard tell that you used buttons in your shows. Oh, that's too spunky. But I went all Sunday, 2 shows, and didn't say spunky once. That was amazing.
That's true.
I was very proud.
I
That's
didn't
her
even
new
go to his
favorite word,
DMs and go,
so.
spunky, spunky, spunky. There was a spunky conversation after the spunky show, though. There was. And there was some spunkiness in there. It was really spunky, though.
Like
but there
that
was
tree.
no. Yeah, but right. But there was no monkeys, just the tree. I mean,
Woo.
anyways, it was funny, guys. You had to be there. Check again if you were there. So it was good. All right.
Well said.
Yes, thank you. I'm the master of ceremonies, obviously. Terrible. Oh, and you'll all be happy to know I've been having lots of this.
Was that water?
Navies?
No, this would be wheat syrup.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't know
I
they
know you
made
can't
that
see.
too.
Oh, well, of course they do. Anyways, yeah. And I've been
Capitalism.
mixing.
The more
Yeah,
you
and
know.
I've been mixing it with Baja Blast, of course. And yes, you're absolutely right. That is some right behind me.
Wow.
In a Baja Blast colored cup.
You would
No
notice
kidding.
that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And I thought
Anyway,
Is that your
Taco Bell
pee? You need to go to the hospital.
No, it's whiskey in a water bottle.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
mine's just water.
You guys and your silly, silly
Jungle juice. Just for punch.
H2O.
spunky jungle juice there. I think Dad went to go make himself some jungle juice. He's like, this is an amazing recipe. I have it all. Anyway, so that's the moral of it. Dude, my phone's overheating. It's not even plugged in. It's hot. And it's not
Oh,
even
plugged
100
in.
here.
Thanks for reminding me.
It's probably got some stuff going on in the background that's draining the battery.
Mhm. Do you have any?
I'm going to blame you for that.
Say I've got stuff going on in the background.
No. Yeah, I blame you for uploading too much crap on your phone.
Yeah. That.
Listen. It's just some adult wood sites. Okay? It's no
Yeah.
big deal. Everybody
Corn
has them.
hubs, red
No.
shoes.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
No. Yeah, see, Snarky knows.
And
Snarky.
It's my OnlyFans. It's what I do now. Oh my heavens! I think I'm hearing too much over there. Tim.
Somebody's talking about cottage cheese.
Okay.
Cottage cheese, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, they just brought me some cottage cheese. Isn't that awesome?
That's
Oh, good
amazing.
stuff.
Nobody got me cottage cheese. Look, everybody, my CashApp link's there. Put in there cottage cheese. I will get all the cottage cheese. Okay. I swear. Oh, and Dan, I want to thank you for sending me the birthday.
Hey, Crafty.
Hey, Crafty. The birthday package.
Oh, you're welcome.
But I want to make myself big if I can remember how to do that, because it's been like an hour now since I pushed buttons. Apparently. Okay, Lord. All right. So I have everything.
Tracy, you're so explicit.
Yeah, well, she's like that. She's. You know what?
The comic books were awesome, Dan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, here we go. Dan now is explicit because duh. Now I have everything here still except for the really funny thing he sent me, which was grease cards, so that they are in the capable hands of my mom now.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny man Dan. And then Dan.
No, I didn't know that, Crafty. Thank you. I didn't even think about there being an Otter Day.
Well, we needed to take care of that too. See, now Dan
gotta
also
go.
thinks. Okay, bye. Bye, Geek. We love you.
Bye.
Bye, Tug.
See you later, dude.
Tug on that morning wood.
Oh,
Oh, you're already
man, you're
gone.
supposed to see this shit. Yeah.
Oh, well, he can have to watch back. He can have to watch back. That's the words. Anyways, but then Dan also thinks he's funny and sending me a bunch of Corey cards.
Oh, neat.
JC.
JC, woo woo. Hey, JC.
Yeah, I take Corey cards and everything I mail out.
Yeah, thanks. Not Corey. Okay. Here we are.
Neat. Look at that.
Yeah, so he already
That
reviewed
is
this
cool.
He already reviewed this in one of his videos, so make sure you check out all his channels. There's, one of them has it, or two of them, who knows. Anyway, so got Labyrinth there. Awesome. Okay. And then he did something really cool, too. He got the Dark Crystal here. So,
love it.
Don't get it confused with crystal meth, okay? Not the same Dark Crystal, okay? I
Not
know.
the same color either.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Also, they are both shards. Whatever. Anyways, not that I know what things look like, because do not. All right, and then Dan also got me this, which is Mad Balls versus Garfield Kills. Now, let me tell you about Mad Balls. My brother had some.
What is
they were a
Mad
lot
Balls?
of fun. They were a toy. They were a boy toy. And my brother had some, and he could like shoot the heads off these bodies. They're all like grotesque things. Are really fun. Anyways, yeah. So there you go.
That's so neat.
Yeah, and then he sent me this. You know, Chance's sponsor, and also I think Dave Sandstrom's as well.
Oh wow,
that's so cool.
Make sure you use Chance's link for all the Remind magazine. Also, sponsor me. I can say words too. Okay. So thanks, Dan.
At least you're geeky.
And happy birthday again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was awesome, Dan.
Yeah.
Dan,
like I
that's
said,
awesome.
he sent me a bunch of grease cards, which I probably gave to my mom.
And the Pokemon cards.
Oh, yes. And some unopened Pokemon cards, because I would never touch those to save my life. Guess I'm dead. But my mom was
some
all
of them
excited about it.
Some of them Pokemon cards are worth a lot of money, and that very old pack I sent you has never been opened, and we don't know what's in it.
I know, but my mom would know all that stuff, not me. And if she didn't know, she knows who to know about it, because I don't. I know Pokemon to save my life, like I said.
I could show you what our friend Chance sent me.
Who's this Chance? I've never heard of this Chance before. Let's talk about our family members. Chance, who is this Chance?
He's our family. He's like our brother. We don't see all the time.
He's our brother.
Batman cards.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, you said you get. He sends you Batman cards. You sent me some grease cards. I sent them on the Sarah. I passed the buck on them bad boys.
Right? Yeah.
He owes me cards I've been waiting on for 3 months. I still ain't seen them.
Oh, that's
Look, he's working and it's very busy. I mean, if I went back to all the things he said that he was going to do,
this goddamn contest. If you ain't gonna goddamn send the shit out, that's all I'm doing.
Well, you gotta message him. Go, excuse me.
On my motherfucking shit for 3 goddamn months. Still ain't seen the shit. I'm hostile.
Gotta give the kid some credit.
The kid.
Oh, and
he's older than I am. He's older than I am.
And a fucking pen for 8 months. So are you? He's not as bad as Jake from goddamn Blue Line Bigfoot. That cocksucker was supposed to send me some goddamn maple syrup 2 years ago. I'm still waiting on that fucking shit.
Imagine that.
I know a lot of people that say they're going to do a thing and then it never happens, and then somehow it's your fault. You're like, huh? I never said any of this, but okay.
Man, look at here. It's my fault for believing, motherfucker.
I will check it out.
Kinda, yeah.
Can't do it right now, but I will. Once the chat back up, I will remember.
Now, I had a thought, and I went on my tablet to go to my channel to get the video I had just thought about, and now I don't know what it was, and none of them, they all look familiar, but not like the one I was just thinking of. So, fuck, never mind.
All right. Whoa, what?
Nothing burger.
Urgh.
I'm sorry. Is something wrong with my mic?
Yeah, you just totally peeked out there, and all I heard was you going. "Rrr." So.
Oh, it's a nothing burger. I probably
Oh.
shouldn't have said anything out loud, but I just started talking and then I had to finish it.
But
That
then it sounded
happens.
like
Yeah.
Like you're
welcome
underwater.
to the
Charlie
Good
Brown's
Burger.
got
Can I
them
take your-
skip teachers right there, bye.
My God.
Hey, Mel,
Which one is it?
Anyways,
Oh,
I don't know.
and that's why I'm in the wrong channel. I have a lot of channels now.
You're trying to hold down like 3 chats at the same time.
Dude,
That's
yeah,
great.
it happens. Hey, you know
I'm
what's
not
really
worthy.
funny? You know what's really funny? It's really funny when people have to, who aren't a part of like the thing you're doing, have to go to comment section of someplace and tell somebody about how they didn't like what you did, right? Yeah, freaking hilarious.
What?
I don't know. I think that's Tracy
What?
again.
What happened?
Okay, I don't know. Crinkling.
Can you hear me?
Somebody's adrenal bag. Okay, we good? Okay, good. Okay.
Can you hear me?
What?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I just want
Yeah.
to make sure.
Yeah.
Real cheap.
You're real quiet though.
Yeah. Let me see if I can't turn you up
I
a
like
little bit.
listening to you guys.
I'm
Give my
glad,
best
but
love.
let me just turn you up a little bit here, because probably be a good
Hey,
idea.
Fat Daddy.
Okay, so Tracy, talk.
Hello.
Well, you're already all the way up, and it's best it's going to be awesome. Okay, everybody, that's Tracy's volume.
I get my own volume. Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Hey, Fab.
Thank you, Sarah, for
anyways,
not doing me wrong.
What?
Thank you
Tracy,
for not
put the
doing me
mic.
wrong.
Tracy, put the mic closer to your mouth.
This?
Yeah, like that.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
it's being folded up into your clothing. It's getting muffled by your clothing.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I thought you had just had a new mic that was bad or something. But I wasn't going to say
No.
anything because, but then now that we're talking about it, I just figured it out when I saw you pick it up.
There you
Cool.
go.
I learned
Yes.
something new each day from you guys. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, see, for me, I have a actual microphone here connected to the laptop, right?
I do too, and that's usually what I'm on.
Yeah, because I found all those headphones and that stuff are not that great, right? Now, I do use wireless for when I'm on my phone. Ugh. I want to tell you, StreamYard, I'm extremely disappointed that you made something that's already difficult to run on a cell phone even more difficult. Why? You're dumb. Okay. So, that was my why for the day thing. Because why? Just why? Why? Anyways.
Dan, I'm
There
sorry
you
for
go.
interrupting you.
What, Tim?
Z.
Z?
You said Y. It said Z.
Oh.
The
Zed.
alphabet has an order. And Sarah does know the alphabet at times. There you are, and there you go.
Yeah, Daddy, you're such a smart ass because I bet if I scroll up, I'll see that Esmeralda said, "Good to see you," and so you had to say, "It's great to see your name," and I read your comment.
And I read your comment,
and because he's not seeing her, so let's not tell lies, anybody. Let's not be ridiculous. We can't see each other here.
Well, that's because they're in a different chat. It's crazy. We're on multiple different channels. It's an insane concept.
Wow.
I couldn't do it.
Dude, Sunday was challenging, right? Because Chad's had it on like 2 different places. It was on Geeks as well. And it was on Pons as mine. And it went like super fast at some point. So I was not going to catch up, right? And then, like I said, somebody has to go and comment somewhere else and let them know that I missed their comment. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. As you can tell, I'm messed up about it. Very upset. Hey, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. So, anyways, yeah, and you know what's really funny about the whole thing is it was just complaints, and there was nothing constructive about any of it. And I'm like, that's so funny. And if I told you who it was, you guys would be like, oh, well, there you go. But I'm not gonna do that. But I'm
You
just gonna
know,
let you know it's funny.
a lot of people just don't quite get the reality. No matter how many live streams they've been in, they just don't get the reality of what of people sometimes miss comments.
Oh
Sometimes they
yeah,
call them and say they think they're scrolling up to look, but they don't see it. And
but
very seldom is if somebody's just ignoring you and not responding, just let them not respond. For
you
fuck's
know it's
sake, it's
you know
easy.
it's yeah, it's funny too
Now,
because
now, now, after she said all that, I feel real bad, and I'm going to cut this little switch on that says comment so I can see what people said.
there you go. Well, anyways, so but then the whole time I'm hearing about this, right? Not only am I laughing because it's just complaints, right? But then I got to thinking, a time or two ago, they were live on their channel, and I let them know multiple different ways in their chat that they had no audio. And then I went to somebody else and told them to go to their friend to go tell them they had no audio. Still didn't ever check the chat. Did a whole show with no audio. Anyways, moral of the story is turn your audio on.
Oh, that's funny.
And you would be surprised how many times I see certain people do the no audio thing for an hour.
Oh God,
And
that's
they didn't read
funny.
chat. Mind you, there's only like 3 people in chat, okay? Myself included, and 2 other people I went to go get to help them out, to help their friend out, right? So, again.
Look, I don't know who you're talking about. No. But
Uh-huh.
but I mean, seriously, if
Let's
you
see.
are running a show, what is the first goddamn thing that's vitally important for you to have? Video and audio.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yep.
Anyway, so then,
Chat is there for you to interact with. They're there to see you and to say hi. And I can't believe somebody just wouldn't fucking look.
well, anyway,
That's
so what's
I
really
know.
funny
crazy.
is this person has streamed with me before and does know that I cannot read very well, and everybody who's up on panel can read. So I threw everybody's comment up, and it's not my fault that also I can't go back to what I can't go back to because I'm doing a lot of chats, right? So the
All right,
following
Audie.
day, right, I I saw their comment on something on Facebook, right, and Chance's thing, and so I said
Have
hi to
fun.
them. And I was like, are they mad at me for saying hi to the next day or what? So I still don't know about that. Anyways, moral of the story again is have your audio on and check your chat at all times.
Man, no doubt. Yeah, humans are complicated, man. They're so hard
Well,
to
like I
deal
know
with.
too. This is what
Well,
I notice
anyways,
on some chats too. It's like, people get upset because you miss their comment. Well, the thing is, they don't seem to see the same things we see. Like when we see all the comments, they could pop up like 20 of them at a row and then go zoom up the screen. And so
yeah,
now, okay,
exactly.
you're like you're behind like about 50 people because
Right.
you
Hmm.
and the other comments came up at the same time. So you're not,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we're not trying to be rude. It's just that so many people are talking, and it's like,
Yeah. And if
okay.
you have multiple chats going, right, sometimes
Mhm,
it all just goes really fast.
mhm.
Anyways, so I just find it hilarious that
Uh,
people that are got weird glass houses are casting stones to other people's weird glass houses.
Mhm.
Bizarre.
boy, ain't it crazy?
I
It
know,
seems to
right?
me like the most sensible thing would be if you live on a planet with rocks, don't build a glass house.
Well, see, you would think something like that would have been a given, but look, here we are.
No, Fat Daddy, we can't ignore everything you write. Well,
We
we
can.
can't.
We tried though, but we can't.
Fat Daddy
Sorry.
also is a previous panelist.
Right? Well, yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, so yeah. Um. Also, what's really crazy, everybody? This is what's really crazy. Is the other day, I had a storm here, right?
Uh-oh.
And at one point during the thing, I capture somebody talking. Now, mind you, nobody should be
She
out front of
does.
the house there. And my cousin and brother were in the other side of the house, so they weren't right here, but it sounded like it came from inside my room. Some weird man voice. It was very strange. Anyway, so if anybody wants to watch that video, that's up.
Sounds
And
haunting.
don't tease Sarah so hard because she thought that was a storm. Okay, it's okay.
It's a storm for here. I'm like, look, everybody, I
That's
got weather.
right, exactly. Because you said, "Oh God, there's a big storm moving," and I was like, "Oh, poor Sarah." And then you sent me a video with the light pitter patter of rain coming through the window, and I was like, "She thinks that's a big storm."
It is
Oh.
for here. There's thunder and lightning and going over my head. That
She's
was
got a
cool.
picture though of a palm tree on fire.
Yeah.
Some of them were being hit by lightning and being set on fire.
Yeah.
So bless
Oh
her
my
little heart
God.
out there.
I know. If we had a palm tree still in the yard, we could have been on fire.
Oh
But they all
God.
died.
In California, you don't need a palm tree in the yard to be on fire.
That's true. I mean,
Well, I told
California has
somebody about
summer
that,
and fire.
and I was like, well, now technically it never rains in sunny Southern California,
That's right.
so for her to have a light to medium shower,
It was hardcore
that
here.
probably feels like a big old storm to her. Bless her heart. But the next
I
time
saw
we
the
have a
video.
storm,
I saw her.
we can
I saw
video
her
it for you.
storm video, Snarky. I saw her storm video, and let me tell you, down here in South Carolina, we call that the sprinkles.
Yeah, right.
That's what I said.
Misting.
I mean, all you have
Wait
to
a
do is
minute.
move to the south, and then you'll understand rain.
I am in the
Especially-
South.
Especially- come see some hurricanes over here, man.
We got them here too. Come
Yeah,
on, we
once
got
every
weather.
20,000 years.
All right. Wait, let's see you all handle.
Well, just last year she had a hurricane coming toward her. Scared the fuck out of me. I didn't know they had hurricanes on the other side.
I guess they
Chance, you're
do.
here.
Hey,
We
Chance.
missed you.
Yes, exactly. We
Hey,
just talked
Chance.
about you.
Hey, it's Chance.
We
Everybody,
talked about you.
Chance. Chance has the link, so if he wants to up, he can get up here because we love him. He's our brother.
Yep.
He's amazing. Everybody, make sure you check out his amazing channels because if you don't, you're depriving yourself of awesomeness, and you shouldn't do that. It's very not good.
Yeah, his channel's great.
Mm-hmm. Well, Snarky's on buttons. Awesome.
So there's Bad Daddy. Bad Daddy says it's been a wild and crazy trip getting to spend hours with you freaks. I feel blessed. I was trying to remember when I first met y'all.
Well, I don't know.
We're
but
blessed to know you too, you creepy little freak. Mwah. Me and Dad Daddy had our first date. We had a first date right here on a live stream right here.
Yeah, and you know what's really funny too is one time I
And
got
you
a
held
three-way
hands.
call. Yeah. Anyways, odd. Okay, so
Virtually.
well, I don't even know what I was saying anymore. All right. Okay. Chance, you could feel free to pop up.
Yeah, Chance, you could say hello.
Yeah, you know,
greetings, Chance.
Grace us with your beauty.
Hey, James.
Because when I was young, we
it's like lightning storms, and then it's
struck the tree.
Stuck the tree. Yeah, got it. You're welcome, Chance. I don't words.
Y'all probably seen that where lightning struck that one big old hardwood tree and it went down through the center of it and caught the inside of the tree on fire, and there was like a raccoon hole and you could see the fire inside the tree. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the after effect too. It's kind of
I bet it sucked to be the blame old raccoon right there.
Well, you know,
shots.
I mean, I just called it a raccoon hole because I couldn't think of what a hole in a tree is called, and we had already had that explicit image about it. So
explicit image. Thanks, Geek, for that explicitness of the explicit. Oh my gosh.
No sense pushing around, motherfuckers.
Right. All right, let's see here, dude. I think I can just. All right, so I know it's on my cell phone, but here's like one picture of lightning somebody took. So like I had lightning, okay, all right, and then let's see here. Let me find the tree on fire because that's a bunch of weed.
Hey,
That's not what we're
Polly.
looking for. Hi, Polly. How you doing?
Hey, Polly.
Hi to
She's
friends I haven't
awesome.
met yet.
So I can't seem to find the on fire tree on fire picture.
Jesus.
Where did that
Polly
go?
girl, good to see you.
It's amazing to me you would be able to find much of anything if you're looking through your own stock of photos.
Yeah, it's
I got the whole phone.
yeah.
Full of them.
I've got like six.
Okay.
I've got like 6 photos accounts with 6 different emails and everything, and they're always just full. And I have to go through and decide what I can get rid of, and I hope I don't get rid of the wrong thing, which I have done a couple of times.
Me too.
Right. Yeah, I'm still trying to find that Karen stuff, but it looks like I'm just going to be SOL out of that one, and gonna have to move on with my life. It's not what I wanted to do. Very sad.
I think it's a pretty ubiquitous thing. If you're even partially living on the interwebs, you've seen it.
Right.
And it's probably happened more than once. I mean, for fuck's sake, that makes sense.
What are we
Just
talking
don't know
about?
how many videos there are. Trees catching on fire from the
Oh,
inside.
right. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know where that video picture is, but the video is on my channel. It's there. If you guys want to watch it's okay. So like the first like 4 videos is just me recording in my room. So it's the last one. Just suddenly there's somebody talking, and I noticed it only when I was putting the video together. I'm like, whose voice is that?
Sarah, can you grab a link out of the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have Henri put it in there.
Is it gonna be on my end?
What?
Is it on my end? You're dropping it in my chat?
It needs to be in your chat on your channel. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, so that was interesting. I had weather here. I had to let everybody know I had weather. It was amazing. All right, Snarky is going to be dropping a link.
Do I have a wrench over there? Guess we're about to find out.
You better have.
Yes, Henri has a wrench over there too.
Of course.
Henri, get it? Because it sounds like ornery.
There you are, and there you go. Oh, it's this one. Okay.
Yeah, that one. It's Bigfoot. It's Bigfoot Sasquatch video, and
yeah. Oh
my boyfriend.
God.
My boyfriend did the voiceover for it. I'm so excited. He's famous now.
Oh yeah, cool. He is. All right, so let me get this going here. Okay. All right. Sorry, it's been a while since I've presented anything, so I'm a little bit rusty. I don't have those family pictures like Doug already has. Just saying.
Okay.
Well, what? What?
I don't know.
Here we are. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
Y'all listen to this voice.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let me turn this all the way up. There we go.
People ask, where's Bigfoot? But no one asks, how's Bigfoot? Yet he never complains.
All right.
That just tickles the shit out of me. He gave me 2 versions, and one of them he kind of he threw a few of his own words into it, and then that one he went straight exactly by the script. And so he gave me 2 versions. He liked the first one better. So I made a video with the 1 and the 2, and it said or in between, and I had people tell me what was their preference, and it really came out even. I was surprised a little. It came out even. So I just decided, well, fuck, I'll put this one that's correct on mid-sized Sasquatch, and I'll take the one that's a little flowery with the extra words and put it on Candy, because that's all about love and kindness and relationships and being human and everything. So I thought that was good for that one. Because, you know, we got to worry about our friends, even if they're a Sasquatch.
Yeah, right, Dan?
I knew
Well, anyways, he's got to deal with his.
Yeah, that guy was Sasquatch ain't nobody's friend.
It is with my boyfriend's voice coming out. Beautiful.
How funny.
I told him, I said, "You're famous now," and I sent him a little screenshot of 2,000 views on the first one, and I was like, "You're famous now." I said, "The other one only has 11 views, but I had just posted it. Now it's got 2,000 views too, so he's 4,000 views in, and he's absolutely is not a content creator by any stretch of the imagination. He made those because he loves me and would do anything. I just love it.
Special.
So,
I said, you know, I want to put these on the internet, right? Is that okay? He goes, yeah.
All right. I dropped that link in my chat for the video in case anybody wanted to see it later, because, you know, they're just gotta go see that. Let me know what that voice says. That'd be really cool. I suppose I could, you know, listen to it over and over again and pretend I'm ghost hunter extraordinaire, but listen.
Well, I don't know what in the fuck you're talking about, Sarah, but that's okay. Nothing new.
Happy
It's
birthday,
like what Trump said right there. I'm not even sure she knows what she's talking about.
Listen, I was talking about something. All right. It was important-ish. Oh, right. It was the storm. Oh, light rain and all. Well, anyways, but for here, it was a really good storm. And if my dad had been alive, cool, he and I would have gone out and chasing that thing. It was awesome. Went out to the desert area. We've been like, okay, watch out for flash floods. Is where it was like,
that sounds like fun.
I just think that's funny because I use more water and a stronger pressure when I take a shower.
Congratulations, you're a dirty boy.
More water and a stronger pressure when I take a shower than it was in a little rainstorm.
Listen.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Not everything out here is as dirty as you, Dan. I mean, you would think that it would be because it's California.
It ain't about being dirty, baby. It's about
So yes, it is, Sarah. It's very dirty there if it never rains.
What are you saying? It's so bright and sunny here in California. It's
bright, sunny, and dusty, dirty.
And that's why I stay indoors.
I mean, you don't have grass there, right?
What the hell's grass? That sounds itchy.
I know. See,
yeah, they got grass.
They got damn desert.
Snarky, they got plenty of grass in California. She'd be smoking.
Smoking grass. That's a different kind of grass.
Look. I haven't even cracked open my Blue Dream yet. Look, it's still sealed.
She got the grass.
It's
damn!
I know. It's been slacking.
Get these shoes off my feet. Damn it!
Sarah, put this up about Bigfoot.
Oh my. Okay, see.
911, what are you reporting?
With someone or something crawling around out here.
Uh-oh.
Did you see what it was? A person or an animal or?
I can't tell. All I know is my sensor light came on and I just happened to glance and see this thing running across the yard. A good-sized man or something that looks like a man. I don't know what it was, just that it ran across the yard.
Okay. You've had problems in the neighborhood before?
Yeah, my dog was killed here just recently. I don't know what it was, whatever it is, it's running. Couldn't catch it. I was going to chase it, but whatever it was standing up. I'm out here, come through the window now, and I don't see anything. I don't want to go outside. Jesus Christ, you better...
Hello?
Get somebody out here.
What's going on now, sir?
That son of a bitch is about 6'9", I don't know.
You see him now, sir?
Yes, I'm looking right at him.
Uh-oh. Okay, hang on.
He's right.
Is he in your yard, sir?
Yeah, God, he's big.
Okay, what's he in your yard?
He's looking at me.
The guy is on foot.
I don't know what it's big, real big person. That's all I can say.
Okay, it is a person.
Yeah, it was a person or somebody really big.
All right, he's got music in the background. Totally real.
Woo wee, woo wee. Hey,
right?
That's
that
crazy.
Was, that was the best 911 call about a Bigfoot ever. So there you go.
You think it's real? Because it kind of didn't sound real.
Okay, before you start cracking on that, that's a real 911 call.
It is a real 911
if I remember correctly, while she's on the phone with him, it picks up his dog and throws it over the fence.
Yeah.
And when the police got there, they found the dog twisted and mangled in the bushes, dead.
Yeah.
It's a very famous. If I remember, it was pretty famous when it happened years ago.
Yeah,
It's
1997.
a very old thing. It's like 30 years old.
Yep.
I love how they added music to it to make it more authentic.
Maybe that's why I thought it was fake. If I don't even remember there being music on it, but yeah, okay.
Oh, well, there was at the
I've got mom ears. I don't have to hear stuff. If I'm listening to something else, a lot of other stuff could be happening, and I don't have no idea.
Dude, 911's calls are super scary in general, man. There was a time when I thought about, oh yeah, I could totally do it, but then I was like, oh no, because reading spelling, what was I thinking? Ugh. Anyways, so did not, right? But I looked into a whole bunch of trading calls that they were whatever. You just Google them; they're everywhere. Anyways, and I was like, oh, this is horrific and horrible. No. Yeah. Anyways, so 911 operator is not what I can do. Will not do it.
Right. I really seriously considered it because I kind of had an in at the time, and at the time I thought that my whole thing about cops, I thought it was over. I had healed myself. I knew that these were different people and blah 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 blah. And I tried to, because I don't like having spastic responses just to having to see a cop. I don't like that. But I was talking to the cops every day when I was at work. They came in, they stood there. We had all, I was thinking these are real people. I got happy about the cops. And then I was thinking, I will go, they're looking for a dispatcher. I can type, I can read, I can hear, I can see. I think I'd be good at that. And then shortly thereafter, because one of the lady that got promoted to the head of the dispatchers, she worked at our store kind of part-time. Well, she was stealing like $150 every time she did a shift. And the last time that she stole, she said, well, I didn't steal it. It must have been that snarky girl. And I went in there to have a talk with the manager. And when she said, did you take $150? Oh my God, my gut fell out on the floor and my jaw dropped. And I just almost started crying immediately because fuck no, I didn't. And I never would. What the hell? And how do you fucking defend yourself from an unseen crime? I was like, I'm losing my job. I just know it, because that chick that was the one stealing, she was a family friend of the managers and stuff. And it finally came around. She got caught. She quit working there, but she still was the head dispatcher of the police department, even though she's just a big old thief.
Wow. That's crazy.
You, Sarah, bring up what TET says.
This?
Yeah.
I got taken from my tent by a large dog or wolf when I was young, but left me because it couldn't get me past the barbed wire fence. Damn. Well, the dingo ate my baby.
A dingo almost ate that baby.
That's what I said, Seb. I said it better.
I once woke up in the field with barbed wire on my shoulder. Don't know why I was there, because went to bed in my bed.
I definitely woke up in a field, but
yeah, I mean,
woke up in a bush once. That was fun. It was raining.
There's a scar right here that above my skin, right? And it's where the barbed wire was when I woke up in the morning with it in my shoulder. It was really odd.
And you don't know how you got there?
No, I don't. And then if I went through the backyard, I was asleep, and I hopped a 6-foot fence. Did not kick it down, which I normally would have done, because it's a lot easier to replace the board than climb that 6-foot fence.
Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking, were you
I'm
even
older.
capable of climbing a 6-foot fence?
Not at this point, no.
What?
I graduated high school, so my running from the days of running has long since passed.
Yeah, and you know, putting your foot up and kicking a fucking board out of a privacy fence ain't as hard as it sounds.
Yeah, anyways, there was just no hopping that fence, especially in my sleep. I can't even do it awake. Anyways, yeah, so, and in order for me to walk, like the back, or the other way, right, I'd have to go out the front door, down the street, down some more houses, around the corner, and then through the field, and then to where I was at, right? It's like,
I mean, had it been a night of hard partying?
No.
It was just a normal night, and you woke up the next day in a field.
Yeah, I woke up in the morning, uncomfortable, as you can imagine.
I
Barbed
can
wire on my
imagine.
shoulder, and I'm going, oh, where am I? I'm in the field.
If I had $1 for every time that happened to me.
Well, anyways, that was the one time that one happened to me with the barbed wire. Anyways, oh, look at that, I hit it again. Anyways, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was very confused.
Yeah. It even gets a little bit worse when you wake up like that and you have no clothes and don't know where they went.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, well,
Dude, you know what else? You know what's equally as bad as waking up in your own damn bed, but your underwear's on inside out.
Yeah, and nobody's there at all. You're like, this is odd.
Oh, did that happen?
What if you wake up in your own bed and your clothes are on inside out and wrong side too?
You know what?
Yeah.
I had a strange dream. I had a dream that I was back home.
But hold on, but hold on for 1 second. But in the alien abduction thing, Tim, right on, that does happen quite a lot, right?
Yes, it does. Yeah, it seems like
I just had a downstairs neighbor that was.
They don't understand how to put human clothes back on, but it's real easy for them to take it off. And sometimes there are reports of people coming back, being put back in their bed with somebody else's clothes on that they don't even recognize.
God,
wow. I would be upset with that. I'd be like, whose clothes are these?
Well, you know,
it wasn't aliens. I had a downstairs neighbor that was a real lech, and he had fed us dinner that night and give me a couple of beers to take home, and I had somas because of a muscle tear, and I did not know about drinking and somas, and now I do, and so yeah.
Well, you know what's weird is having a dream that you're going to work, and this is like when I was back home in Chicago. I had a dream that I went to work, and it was winter time, and I was catching the subway to go to my job like I always do. And the most disturbing thing, I looked down at my feet, and there were no socks. My feet were just bare feet going onto the subway. I'm like, that's troubling. I mean, you never know what's on the floor. Well, you know, people urinate, they eat, they do everything on the floor.
Well,
Sleep.
I mean, the ground is dirty, period.
Yeah, but I was disturbed for the rest of that day. I swear to God.
I've never been to go get on a subway, though. I've never experienced that, so I don't have like an automatic understanding of the filthiness or whatever.
You've been on a bus, right?
Not really, kind of.
Well,
I was on a Greyhound a million years ago.
Well, okay,
Greyhound, but worse. But I tell you, like I said,
no. When it comes to subways, it depends on what city you in as to how level of nastiness it is.
Mm-hmm.
You can go somewhere like Paris or London and ride their metros and their subways, and you can eat off the floor. It's so clean. Japan's the same way, but when you go to New York City, there'll be rats 5 pounds sitting on the
carrying pizza.
Eating pizza.
Bigger than them. Or they're bigger than the pizza.
New York's horrible.
I've seen subway rats back home, you know, and Chicago is bad for that too. But the city in America who's got a really nice one is supposedly the Washington, D.C., Maryland train system. It's because I guess it's in Washington, D.C. But I mean, still, I heard it's really nice. Just saying.
Cool.
So
Washington, D.C. and Maryland.
Yeah, actually, there's 2 train systems up there. You can ask my friend Robert about it. They've got the train system for the public, the underground public subway, but they also got a military and government one for all the
Yeah.
congressmen and stuff. And that one's even nicer. It's got bars on it and a little movie theater and all kind of stuff. You can chill out on the subway, watch a video while you're rolling.
There are also high-speed pneumatic trains underneath the ground connecting underground military bases.
Well, you know, they say that. I've heard about 1 or 2 of them, but I don't know how true what I
There's
heard
a
is.
big highway that goes from one side to the other.
I've actually seen a video where semis are driving underground on an underground highway underneath mountains of rock. So yes, they do exist.
Crazy. So there was
like the cheesecakes in
But
Springfield.
I will say this, Tim, and I know this for an absolute 100%, no doubt about it, fact. There's an underground train in South Carolina that starts at a place called Donaldson Center, old military base. And you can go to Donaldson Center and you can get on the underground train and you can ride it all the way to Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow. And I bet it's a fast train too.
Not very many people know about it because it's a military thing, but it does.
I never heard of it.
I know it does exist because my family was military, and I know military members of my family who have rode it.
I mean, you mean like you can go and buy a ticket and ride it if you want to?
It's all military or government. You have to be.
You have to have a military ID.
I have never been on it, you know. I know people who have.
I bet you it's super fast too. It's probably a maglev train, meaning it goes real fast.
You know,
love that magnetic levitation.
Yep.
Supposedly, when you get on it and go to Atlanta, there's a hub in Atlanta that goes where you get on trains and go other places in the country.
There's other places.
Once again, that all falls into that realm of speculation, unproven stuff. I can only attest that there is a train system from Atlanta to Greenville because I know people who drove that far. That's all I can.
Well, I know that there is a train system from NORAD in Colorado all the way out to California.
I've heard that.
Yeah, and the entrance is the entrance to NORAD.
But I also heard that from people who got their fingers shot off fighting aliens in underground bases. So I'm not.
Yeah, but I don't believe him.
I'm not so sure how accurate that information is.
Look,
I've heard that he's been debunked. Phil Schneider, he's been debunked.
That guy.
Yeah, well, you see, they want to say Phil Schneider got debunked and stuff, you know. But really, he told a bunch of stories about UFO stuff, and he was going to come out with a book, and the government agents went in and executed him.
Oh, jeez.
They went in and shot him dead.
Actually, from what I heard, he was killed by a plastic tubing around his throat. He was choked.
He was suicided.
Oh my God.
But he was killed, yeah.
Sounds like the mafioso.
Yeah.
Well, he had his hands on a lot of metamaterial, and where he got it, no one seems to know.
I didn't write that. Well, Snarky did because it's spelled correctly.
What? Rainbow, 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 rainbow?
Yeah.
If you believe that, if you believe he killed himself or whatever, you got to believe that island guy killed himself too, right?
No, he did not kill himself. I said he was murdered.
No,
I think so too, and I'm not so. I've always thought his story was really far out there, man. I really did, but I also thought, wow, they sure do go through a lot of stuff to keep this guy quiet. If he's talking a bunch of crap, why did they go through so much to keep him quiet? Why did the government come down on him like a ton of bricks? And why did
a lot of people have been suicided to keep their mouth shut concerning the UFO topic. In fact, General Forrestal, 1 day before he was to testify before Congress, supposedly or allegedly jumped out a high-rise window to his death and they say that it was impossible for him to jump through the window. Somebody would have had to throw him.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, you know, it's
I have already made the statement that I may sometimes not want to be alive, but that's just because, damn, it's depressing here sometimes. But I'm not a suicidal type of person. I'm here until I'm not here anymore, and it's not my hand that's going to do it. So if I ever come up suicided, y'all know it wasn't me.
Let me be like Snarky and make that statement perfectly clear. If anybody ever tells you that I suicided or killed myself, know right away it's bullshit. And the men in
bullshit.
And goddamn men in white,
Look,
they got.
If I come up missing or something like that, you're gonna all just assume I fell in a hole, and either I'll pop back up or I won't.
Well, you know they never. You know they
You
never
fall
really.
into an otter hole.
An otter hole.
You know they never really found Jimmy Hoffa's body either.
Right?
Supposed to be in the concrete of something.
But to this
Isn't
day,
it supposed to be in the concrete of some bridge they were building, or underneath a baseball field there?
No, he's supposed to be under a stadium somewhere. But I'll be honest with you, I think you know they was like hundreds of millions of dollars come up missing when Jimmy Hoffa disappeared. They come up missing from that union he was the president of. I don't think he was killed. I think he embezzled a bunch of money and got fucking light and left.
And got the fuck out.
Wow.
Yeah, they were going to.
Or he's buried in the Hoosier Dam.
So I think he faked his own death, made everybody think he got killed, had some plastic surgery, and spent the rest of his life on a beach somewhere.
Now look, if I die in some kind of way where it looks like I might have faked my death, y'all keep your nose to yourself.
If I had enough money to fake my death, you'd already think I was dead.
Boy, I'd love to have that much money.
If I had money to fake my death, you'd all think that I lost my mind because I could have done something fun. Faking my death would not be fun. I'm just going to go on vacation. Bye, see you. Take care. I got money. Bye. I'm out.
Nice knowing you.
Right, yeah. You'd just be like, there was once a flocker named Sarah, but she got money and she was gone. I'm out.
Yeah, I've decided to start buying lottery tickets, but I haven't decided exactly which game to play and how often or anything like that. I'm going to look into it and whatnot, see what the best strategy is, because look, I'm definitely not going to get $84 million just sitting here, am I? No. So I might as well spend $1 or $4 a month or something to buy a ticket per week or whatever it is I'm going to end up doing. You know, I'm going to look into. I love math. Numbers are great, so I'm going to look into it.
Numbers.
And I know that the odds are still just next to zero, but it is way more than not playing.
You'll be 95 and win the lottery. You'll win $84 million. You'll die the next day. That'll suck.
Make sure you
well,
leave it
shit,
to me.
if I get to live to be 95, then I've done 30 years better than I thought. So, hey, there you go.
Well, anyway,
I'll be 60. I'll be 60 years old in November, and I've done lived 30 years longer than I thought I would.
Yeah,
I'm 30. I'm 40. I'm 43. How old am I? I don't know. I made it that far. That's crazy. I remember going, and I'm 30 now. How did that happen?
So
it's bad at 30 when you turn 45 and go, what the fuck?
Oh, I won't even be high. I mean, I'll be too high to remember to care about.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll take care of you. We'll catch you if you fall, baby. That's because we're family, and that's what family does.
Are you talking to me? Because I'm high.
Yeah, I was talking to you.
But
awesome.
You know, I'm at the end of the month. On the 28th is my birthday of this month. So
a party.
Yeah, we're party. But I mean, the thing is, it's my last 2 years of being in my 50s. So 60 ain't that far away from me, Dan.
Wow.
You're just 2 years older than me.
Tracy, we're exactly the same fucking age, man, 60, except Tracy. You're just a couple of months older than me.
What? I was born in 67, June 28th.
Yeah, me too. November
28th?
Yeah, you were born right during the Summer of Love. I was born the November after the Summer of Love, which I thought was funny until I figured out that Valentine's Day that year is probably when I was conceived, and that sucks.
So I'm older than you.
Just barely.
about 5 or 6
she's
months.
married.
Thinking you were like 2 years older than me, but that's because you graduated the year before me, even though we're still so similar in
Don't
age.
feel bad.
And
I'm
it just
older
took
than
me a
all
minute
of
to get
you.
it straight.
Mm.
I don't feel bad. I love it that I made it this far. Are you kidding?
Look, don't
Yeah,
feel
no
bad.
kidding.
I'm younger than all of you, okay?
I don't feel bad about that either.
I'm 62 years old.
There you are. That's
Yep.
an awesome age.
And still that ain't old.
Can you guys imagine me being
Like,
that old?
God, I'm not the oldest one. That's all that really matters.
You're not.
That's right.
That's all that really matters is I'm not the oldest no more. That's
right. Nana, nana, boo, boo.
Don't ever go away, Tim. Don't ever
Banana.
Okay. Fab, you just like women. Got it.
Banana.
Except me. He has to call me in a group call with Snarky to let me know that Snarky's better than me. But I know that, Fab. I already knew that. Anyways, I'll forever be tickled pink about hearing about how awesome Snarky is. He wasn't wrong.
We quit talking to him on that group call that night. That was the end of that. That was the fucking end of that. There was no more group calls with Fab Daddy.
That sounds hilarious.
He still wasn't wrong. I'm like,
I just don't understand why somebody want to name themselves Fab.
I know.
Look at him. He's fabulous.
Oh, you said Fab. I thought you said Fag Daddy.
No,
I did not. Look at the chat and read it. Read.
I haven't even got that goddamn chat turned on yet. What the fuck?
Well, it's right there on the screen. We keep putting it up on the screen. Pay attention.
Wait a minute. You talking about them little old teeny tiny microscopic things on the side?
That's right. They are like that to me.
Put your glasses on, Dan.
So we
These
want to
are
read
my new
that.
glasses. I can't silver. I can't read it.
Me and Dan are like cousins that were born a day apart.
Yeah, you guys are
That's
pretty
it.
much
We're
are.
so much alike. It's almost familial for real. And then we're not alike either because we were raised by different people.
In theory, I'm older than Thrash, even though he's the same age as I am. I'm a June baby. He's an August baby.
Oh, Bonds. He had family stuff today. I think
yeah,
family stuff too. I think other people had stuff.
It was so sweet. He sent me a message. He said, Snarky, I'm not going to be able to make it. And he explained why.
Aww.
And he said, I hope that you'll give me a rain check. And I was just like, oh my God, this guy's the nicest guy in the world next to Fur. But anyway.
Well, he's actually the second nicest guy in the world, but he's in the top 5.
He's definitely top material there. And I went and told Sarah. Sarah's like, Thrash gonna be able to make it. I was like, yeah, I know. He texted me too.
Yeah,
polite, just a perfectly polite man. I love it.
Yeah,
but
savage.
He did not text me because he knew I didn't give a shit whether he came or not.
Don't like it as Dan.
Billy DeCastro, he's a mess.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to talk about him. I got a cup racer because of that fool. Shut up. I don't want to talk about it.
All right, well, we won't then. I've got a video about him.
No, off the table.
So we've been, me and, whoa, what happened? Tim's gone.
We lost Tim, yeah. All right, go on.
Okay. So me and Sarah have been talking because, you know, we do that all the time. We're always brainstorming and telling each other our weird, gummy thoughts and whatnot. And she just mentioned earlier that we've done 2 collaborations with each other now. Even though we're already partners and all that, we don't really make our other content together, you know?
Even though it seems like we do.
Like a joint venture.
So yeah, you know, she wrote a song and I went to the AI and had the pictures made up for the song, and then she combined them and ta-da, we collaborated. And I was thinking, you know, with all of us, you know, we could all collaborate with each other. It clicks back to each other's channels. It spotlights, it highlights, it's networking. And I've thought of a few ways to do it. Like, this is the example I gave Sarah when I said, in the style of, she goes, huh? And I said, okay, I'm going to make a video in the style of Tug. It goes like this. Radio's awesome. Don't you miss it? You know what I mean? Like I take the way he does something and I just put my own stuff in there. You know,
Right.
play
Well,
off of it.
We'll have to do 20 of them in a row because that's when his post up there. He was so proud of himself. He's like, "You said it couldn't be done." The question nobody asked or whatever the hell it was, and he's like, "And I just filmed like 20 or 25 of them all in a row." And I'm like, "I'm gonna leave this alone."
That's some good coffee, boy.
It was some spunky day there of filming, wasn't it?
Spunky.
Anyway, so I
You're
left
right,
it alone.
Esmeralda.
I left it alone. I didn't say nothing.
Thank you.
Esmeralda, that's so true. They
Brother.
are good together.
What?
Me and where? What? I don't see it. What?
She said that you guys make great videos.
That.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
and go ahead.
The short I uploaded today, right? It's got like 1K views, and I'm like, that was pretty funny. Yeah, I made a really shitty one for tomorrow. You guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be awful. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Snarky's already seen it though.
It was hilarious. I loved it.
Does it have the Snarky crest of approval?
Absolutely.
Yeah, she did. It is awesome.
Guess it got boobies.
Listen, you'll have to watch it and find out. And if you can't leave a comment, find a place you can and let me know.
Yeah, I've been trying to leave comments. I've been trying to leave comments on a couple of your shorts, and it won't let me because YouTube's an asshole.
Yep. The more you go to someone's channel and comment, then it's like a ticking thing. And then at some point, boom, you can't comment anymore because you've commented too much on their videos. What the fuck?
Right. So I go to Dan's and I watch all his stuff. So intermittently, sometimes on his shorts, different channels, I can and cannot. Right. And then Snarky's, I just pretty much can't on her channels all of these days. So I have to then send it to her DMs. And then if I get sidetracked in the middle of it, she goes, "Why did you send me my video back?" And I'm like, and then continue what I was saying. I can't leave a comment, blah, 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 right?
That's a pain in the ass.
Right, yeah, and
a real pain in the ass is when it's your video and it's got 56 comments and it won't let you click on and see what the fuck somebody wrote on your own.
Yes,
yes, I get
your own video. I haven't had that one yet.
I
got that one. I can't log on my video to see what people fucking wrote. It drives me crazy.
There's been times too where like somebody had left a comment and I see it there, but I can't find it anywhere. And then I go back to where it was before and it's not there. And I'm like, did somebody just delete it and I caught the remnants of it there? Because of course, or like does YouTube, but no, this perfectly benign comment can't be seen because fuck you, sir. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, we've sent each other. I've done this with a few people and be like, would you please go to this link and see if you can find my comment? I just made it approximately this many minutes ago. So if you hit newest, it should be near the top, blah, blah, blah. And they'll be like, there ain't nothing there. Or they'll say, I see it right there. And it's got 3 replies underneath it. I'm going, I can't get to it. I can't find it no matter what I do. Right. And it's my fucking comment, So it's crazy.
There was this one video I made, right? And it's got an AI decided to make multiple different legs because of course. Anyway, so I used the picture in it, of course, because of course. Anyways, and then Tim had left a comment. He said, "Oh, I love all the extra legs," right? Or something like that. YouTube just took it. I couldn't find it anywhere. I know he left it there because he screenshotted it and told me about it. He's like, "Look what I did. I'm clever." And I'm like, "Yeah, you are." Okay, it's gone. You're so clever. YouTube censored you. Woo! I gotta figure out there something about Morningwood and stuff, and then that I don't know, whatever. Go on.
I had a couple of whole videos disappear this week of Dr. Wu and his little Nazi bell.
Oh, that's a shame. I like Dr. Wu. Let me ask you this: do you guys ever or do you subscribe to YouTube Studio?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have it on my phone. Yeah,
I've got Studio.
The only time I see any comments is if I have to go into YouTube Studio and then press on my community. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I don't see
the only one I know that takes time to do that shit. The rest of us just don't care. It ain't worth all
Yeah, I
that.
know.
No, it is
I
worth
know.
all that. I hunt down every fucking comment that gets left on my channels. All of
And
them.
look,
Mhm.
Oh my
You
God.
push the little bell up there and hit comment, and it won't show you your comments that you've got.
yeah, well, it sounds like YouTube is forever broken.
It's
No, mine
absolutely glitchy, like crazy glitchy. And
Mhm.
why? Why is it still doing this bullshit?
Because if it
Yeah.
worked properly, we'd be happy. That would be crazy. Gross. Who want to be happy? Ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Part of what the algorithm is looking for is the interaction, is people interacting with your stuff. And when you can't interact with your favorite creators because YouTube somehow decided
Right.
that you couldn't fucking go in their comments anymore, well, what the fuck? That is not helping anybody. That's hurting. That's got to be hurting people, because I know that my comments are way less than they used to be
Well, I'll tell you something else.
from
Okay, here's something for
my
you.
core group, you know.
Here's one for you, Snarky. If you go in somebody's comments and leave something that YouTube considers inappropriate or rude or whatever, they will stop you from leaving comments and not let you do that shit for like 42 hours or some shit.
Oh, yeah, I know. I very much know. I've been in YouTube jail before.
Oh, I've been in YouTube jail, but never for that. Whoa.
Oh no, it's usually me saying something crazy in somebody's comments. That's usually what gets me in trouble.
Usually that happens to me when I go on the Flat Earthers live stream. I get blocked, and then I can't leave comments on nobody's videos for 48 hours or some shit.
And they wouldn't let me even download or upload. They wouldn't let me make any videos or anything for, like, I don't know, it was over a week. I waited a few days. I waited a few days and I was like, this is ridiculous. I can't take it no more. And that's whenever I started uploading videos to Mid-Sized Sasquatch. And that's when I made some other channels too, because we don't want this happening again. So hey, now I got four main channels.
Well, it's funny too, because then she's on my DMs going, I can't. This is like sea of text of this is awful. I can't any more of this, and I'm like, yeah, no, I can see that.
It's horrible. It was almost like being in real jail, except I didn't have to worry about somebody trying to take my lunch or whatever the fuck they do there.
And I wasn't gonna tell you to.
That happened to me. That happened to me in October when I tried to do my usual upload of the Night Stalker. I got 14 days I couldn't do nothing.
It's just a fake TV show. Why they get so tight up there? You know what?
Oh, because we want to enjoy something, and shame on us.
Greed. Greed.
I'm gonna try
psychological greed.
I'm gonna try it a different way this year. I got a plan.
You got a plan? Have you tried like speeding the video up? You probably don't know how to do all that. You're kind of barely able to upload, aren't you? I forgot.
Actually, I did try it on 2 times the speed. They still got me. I've tried it like 3 or 4 times, and every time I've got a strike for 4 years.
Like somebody told me to take it and speed it up not a specific, not like 2 times, but just pick a thing, speed it up, save it like that, bring it back, and then slow it down. But don't slow it down to exactly the 0 where it's supposed to be, just slightly off the 0. And that by the time you've done that, now they could have fixed, that was a few years ago that they told me to do that. So that could already be covered, and they fixed it and they catch it now. I don't know.
Look,
I don't know how some people play music on every fucking show they do and don't get in trouble. And I play my own video that I used with permission and license from YouTube and use the song. But no. That gets us.
With classical music.
I hate them or just not like them. They're kind of funny, but I don't like what they're espousing, because it's just bullshit.
Well, classical music's been around for like decades and years and years and years.
What's
it goes
that?
back. Yeah. Well, like, you hear Mozart or something. But the thing is,
Mozart.
but the thing is, what I'm trying to get at is that YouTube will not let you use even Mozart, and that's not necessarily not, it's public domain, so they shouldn't
It
get mad.
depends on who performed it.
That's right. That I was just about to say that. It depends. Like if like the New York Symphony puts it out, guess what?
Because it is under copyright.
Yeah.
Then they have a copyrighted performance.
And I'm like, what the hell is?
Okay, so here's one that'll blow your mind, right? So I've played the Knight Rider theme on the show before. It was fine, not even a claim, right? But then I uploaded it onto my channel and it was blocked around the world. Same exact thing. Who knew?
It's crazy. It's just daggum crazy, and it doesn't seem to be enforced evenly or fairly. We'll say fair, even though life's not fair. But it's not. It doesn't seem to be enforced fairly, and for fuck's sake, it doesn't. But a lot of it has to do with people make a claim against it. And there are AIs that are just scanning, looking for things that they can make a claim against. Because it's impossible. You could just maybe accidentally come across something where someone's using your stuff, but more than likely, and there's a lot of people that are given copyright claims that don't have fucking copyright on the thing that they're claiming copyright to.
Right. I mean, I almost lost my channel last year because somebody from Brazil and then somebody from Canada, just gave me an instant strike, right? And I was just like, there's no negotiations, there's nothing like that, right? So then I was tight butt for a while there, right? It's crazy. But also I can't do anything because they're not in America at all, right? There's just no options. So I'm like, this is stupid. Cool.
Yeah.
Let me just get spanked.
Now the thing about copyright claims and all that is fight them. Absolutely. If there's a button at the bottom of the notification you see that says, appeal this or fight this or whatever the fuck it says, because sometimes there's no button. But if you can, appeal it, because it comes down to if they're doing dirty and trying to take your money for something that's not even their copyright, and because there's plenty of that going on, that they'll have to. It turns into a thing where they need to prove ASAP that it is theirs, or they become like legally liable. Like you could sue them for fucking with you. And maybe they could get in trouble somehow with the law. I don't know. It's been a long time since I really looked into all this stuff. It's back, a couple years ago, whenever the rules changed again or something. And I needed to be up to date. But then, I just quit caring. Because fuck it. I'm never going to be monetized. If they copyright claim everything they want to, we'll go for it. I'll never get I'm not going to get monetized anyway. They're not going to get anything from it.
And another thing that's terrible too is like, I say I'm following all the rules last year, right? Then they changed this year. So all the things that I did right last year are now wrong this year, right? And that's a chronic issue too on YouTube, is them updating everything and you're chronically in trouble.
And you can't get grandfathered in. They might not catch it at first, but there is an algorithm scanning all of everything, looking for the mistakes that are mistakes now that weren't mistakes before.
Yeah. So like at the beginning of this year, I got dinged by a bunch of stuff.
Oh, hey, Mr. JC.
Hi, Mr. JC.
Tell me hello to you, Daryl.
Eat that ass. Oh, sorry.
Hello back.
Keep his butt away from Dan.
Finishing up the dog for her evening adventure. Because this is her last walk of the night.
There you are.
She's in my room all the time. She follows me everywhere I go. She's definitely my dog.
Nice.
Yeah. I had a lady dog, an old lady dog. We rescued her, and she was already getting old then,
Well, how are you doing?
And we rescued her, and the lady had told us she never comes out from underneath the bed. She's just awful, oh gosh, and that's why we got her. The lady had way too many animals, and no wonder she hid under the bed. There was 100 animals inside her house, and goats and shit outside, So we got her home, and as soon as we got her home, she came into the bedroom where we were jumped up on the bed and right in between us and said, "This is where I live." And
oh my God.
now, and she was so happy.
What a
And her
smart
name
dog.
is Butters. Her name is Butters, and we loved her. And she's crossed the Rainbow Bridge now.
Oh, I'm
Aw.
sorry.
Civil engineering says good morning to everybody. It's evening here for me, so good evening, morning to
Yeah,
you.
evening's
It's
still
good
here.
to see you.
Thanks.
All right, love you, Esmeralda. Give your husband a big sloppy hug and kiss from all of us, especially Dan.
Hi, Esmeralda. We love you.
Mwah. Dan said extra juicy, I guess. I don't know.
Extra
We gotta pee, y'all. Are we getting ready to stop the show like now?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I too have to run to the bathroom longer than that. So why don't I hit the end button and then we'll just call it a night. Okay, love you everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for
Happy family.
Oh,
All right.
God. Well, I was going to talk about juicy stuff.
Oh, God.
Am I truly alive? Or am I just going through the motions? Memories fade and shadows of the past linger. Are we more than just echoes in a world that's constantly moving? Leaving behind a trail of forgotten moments. Can we leave a lasting impact? Or are we just temporary shadows in the sand? Searching for meaning in a world that's always changing. Were we ever truly present? Or are we just whispers in the dark, seeking connection and purpose? I'm alive, yet it's hard to believe. Another year has passed so quickly, memories will fade, but the shadows of the past remain. Are we just echoes in a world that never slows down, leaving behind more than just shadows? In a world where time is fleeting and memories are shifting, we're left wondering if we're just shadows in the sand, lost in a vast forgotten land. Were we ever really here? Or are we just whispers in the dark, seeking meaning without a why? I'm alive, yet it's hard to believe. Another year has passed so quickly. Memories are fading, but the shadows of the past remain. Are we just echoes in a world that never slows down, leaving behind more than just shadows? In a world where time is fleeting and memories are shifting, we're left wondering if we're just shadows in the sand, lost in a vast forgotten land. Were we ever really here? Or are we just whispers in the dark, seeking meaning without a why? Are we just shadows in the sand, lost in a vast forgotten land? Were we ever really here if no one's left to care or cheer? Are we just fleeting moments, whispers in the dark, seeking meaning without a why?